I'm going to be installing one of these $10 Bluetooth adapters into an existing Hyundai Elantra car stereo. These things work pretty well, and they're only about $10 from AliExpress, and they connect to the auxiliary point by hijacking the cables before they make it to the back of the stereo. But first you need to take off the stereo using one of these flat tools to slowly pry it from the corners, and it will pop out, although it probably won't pop out as easy as this one does because I've already taken some clips out behind the stereo. To take off the faceplate, you've got to remove 3 plugs, one from underneath and 2 more from on the top. Just squeeze them and pull them out. Next, unscrew the stereo. There are 4 screws holding it in. And after that it will just lift out, though it will be held in place by its cables. There are 3 cables which need to be unplugged at the back. There's the cylindrical one, which is the antenna. Next to that there's a smaller black one, which is for the XM radio antenna. And lastly is the big plug, which has the speaker and power. To intercept the grey cable from the auxiliary point, you'll need to take off some of the black wiring loom protector, but it is this cable here with a yellow, brown and grey mesh wire, which is the ground. Here's a plug diagram I made up showing you what wire is what. But what I've done is I've chopped off the yellow and brown and earth before they go into the plug. You can see that the cable I've attached is just a regular 3.5mm audio cable, and that you can plug directly into a phone, or by using a coupler you can connect it to your Bluetooth adapter. I'm going to need power for the Bluetooth adapter, so what I'm going to do is chop up the cigarette lighter plug that came with my dash cam. I just very carefully chopped the end off it until I could pull it away, and that revealed the negative and positive connectors on the end. I just soldered on a power supply and ground cable directly onto the circuit board. You can see. Then I injected it with some silicone rubber and wrapped it up in insulation tape. To power it, I'd recommend taking the cable directly to the fuse box and finding a low amperage fuse and using a piggyback connector like that, tapping directly into it. Something like your window wipers would be ideal, because they'd only work when the car's turned on. I don't have any of the wire taps I've ordered because they haven't arrived yet, so I'm just going to piggyback directly into the cigarette lighter socket power. With it connected, I plugged in my dash cam with the cables hidden behind the dashboard and my Bluetooth adapter, and then using a coupler I simply connected the two together and tucked it all behind the dashboard. Then I put back the auxiliary point and reconnected everything to the back of the stereo, and reinstalled the stereo just using the opposite of how I took it out. Now I can fire it up and see if it works with no cable visible. As you'll see, this one fires up pretty fast and even gives a little audible message when it's turned on.
Bluetooth mode. The Bluetooth device is connected successfully.
Now you can play any music you like and it will connect automatically to your existing Hyundai car stereo. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a like or something. Cheers.